Let us bow our heads together and pray. Good and gracious God, thank you for this day and for the people gathered here. We come to you today excited for all that is to come. We come to you with gratitude for the journey that lies ahead. We ask for support as we navigate all that you have for each of us. May we seek answers to life's questions and be creative as we meet the challenges set before us. May we forge deep friendships and create genuine community. Remind us, God, that we are not alone and that we can indeed stand on your promises. Help us as you impact our lives so that we may impact the lives of those around us, and task us, Lord, with more than we think ourselves capable. We thrive, Lord, in your goodness and grace, and we are so grateful that you chose us to be here at this time together. In Jesus' name, amen.
Welcome, faculty, staff, students, and distinguished alumni. Today is a special day as we officially recognize you, the class of 2028. Celebrate the achievements of a graduate and graduates whose early successes were shaped, in part, by the University of Jamestown, and as we recognize the special people who supported these graduates in their journey to success. The University of Jamestown is committed to providing a holistic experience for our students through the integration of the liberal arts, a commitment to co-curricular engagement, and a celebration of our Christian faith. Today, we will also recognize a student who has demonstrated passion and perseverance in their pursuit of a first-class University of Jamestown education. The University of Jamestown is here to support you, the class of 2028. It is my wish that your UJ journey will open many doors for you, that your lives will be forever changed as you begin to build relationships with the brilliant and passionate faculty and staff who care deeply about your success. I hope you will be inspired by the messages of those we are recognizing today, and that someday soon, we will be celebrating you and your unique journey to success. So at this time, please join me in welcoming your Student Senate President, Margaret Kautzman, to the podium.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the University of Jamestown's annual opening convocation. I'm sure you have all had a very busy time on campus thus far, finding your classes, figuring out what clubs are starting and what teams are playing, as well as creating bonds with so many new people. I hope that you're finding your niche here and that you're creating friendships that will last for years. I hope that you're all beginning to participate in whatever you can and are reaching out to create better relationships with all of those around you. In doing so, you are actively creating some of the best stories you will tell when you are reflecting on your glory days. While making these memories, please try to slow down and smell the roses. Appreciate the independence, the ability, the youth, and opportunities that you have in this moment. I want you to surround yourself with people who want to make you a better person, who want to help you succeed. You have started a very long journey to the rest of your life, and the next 4 years of it are going to fly by. President Peterson mentioned during Welcome Weekend that our goal for this school year is to come together. I encourage you to try new things together. Spend your free time together. Be intentional with this time together. Please try to be present, to be together, and to enjoy your time at the University of Jamestown. Thank you for your time, and please welcome Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Redfern.
Good morning, and welcome to a new year here at the University of Jamestown. This community, as defined in our university's mission, is student-centered and dedicated to the development of wholeness in all its members. Together, we're on a journey of learning and discovery that includes the faculty, the students, the staff, our alumni, because once you're a Jimmy, you're always a Jimmy, and our local neighbors and friends. It also includes an increasing number of Jimmies who study online in undergraduate and graduate programs or in our physical locations in Fargo and Phoenix, Arizona. So despite the perfect storm of air conditioning failures in multiple buildings on campus, it truly is an exciting time to be a Jimmy. And by the way, we're trying really hard to get the air conditioning back on. One of the great joys of working in higher education is the freedom to continue to learn and to discover. One of my projects for the summer, besides beating VCSU in the summer reading program, was to do a research project on artificial intelligence, or AI. Like many of my colleagues, my first introduction to the latest generations of this technology was the introduction of the newest version of ChatGPT last year. We're all concerned about the impacts this technology will have on teaching and learning. After my studies, I think that my colleagues and I are right to be concerned, because I believe that this technology will be transformational in so many ways. So the topic of my address today is to let you know that we're thinking about this as a university, and to discuss some of the implications that I see coming down the road. This summer, Inside Higher Ed reported on a survey of recent college graduates that found that 70% of those recent graduates think that generative AI should have been taught in their university classes. More than half of survey respondents said that they felt unprepared to use it in their new careers. We know that facility with AI will be an expectation of you moving forward in your careers. That fact is somewhat scary to your professors, because we were trained in a pre-AI world, and we are learning this technology right alongside of you. Some of you students are already using this technology in ways that those of us who are more seasoned don't understand, and we know that you'll be teaching us right along as we are teaching you. We could spend an entire hour discussing how this technology has developed. Simply put, new generations of AI are different than past generations, and that they comprehend language and data in a way that is much more, well, human. In 2017, Google introduced a new concept into the development of artificial intelligence, the transformer. Now, while that word conjures a different vision for me and my fellow Gen Xers, this technology is a type of neural network that has fundamentally changed how it works. While past AIs processed information in a step-by-step fashion, this new technology does it all at once. And a key feature of this is the attention mechanism, which allows the model to focus on different parts of data as needed in a sequence and within context. We call these programs generative AI, but at their core, they're just really good prediction machines. But how does an AI know what to predict? AI makes predictions based on the data that it is trained on. So this training involves feeding the AI a mix of text, images, audio, and video. For example, to teach an AI to recognize objects in photos, a company may feed images into it where the images have been labeled. This is a dog, this is a cat, and so on. But it'll also give images to the AI that are unlabeled so that the program can learn. This predictive technology is being used in a multitude of ways right now. Before the term started, some of our faculty here at UJ reported to their colleagues about how AI is being used in their respective fields. Some highlights include medical imaging, where radiologists are using AI to find issues in medical scans much earlier and with much greater accuracy. In agriculture, farmers are using AI to collect data in every aspect of production, including soil moisture, temperature, and soil compaction. The AI analyzes this information and adjusts in real time as the seed is being planted, varying the seed depth, and then when they're adding fertilizer, the size of the droplet that's being added, it's just kind of crazy. Businesses of all kinds are utilizing AI to automate a variety of tasks, such as calculating cash flow projections and categorizing transactions, the creation of marketing materials and content, using chatbots to automate customer service and support, and providing basic IT maintenance on systems. Amazon has been using this technology for years to make sure that their logistics and their supply chains are running on time. And now these tools are available to small and mid-sized business owners as well. There are AI platforms that can create realistic images and visual art, music in the style of certain composers or songwriters, programs that will provide voiceovers in the style of your favorite celebrity. Mine happens to be a program that will let me hear the Bible being read by a voice that sounds amazingly like Snoop Dogg. Remember, the AI that you're using right now is the worst version of AI that you'll ever use, and the versions that we're using right now are already pretty good. AI is already disrupting the field of education. Most of you have likely encountered AI through an educational product, such as Grammarly or ChatGPT. Microsoft Word has it built right into it now. While there are detection programs out there to help professors detect when a student is using AI to submit an assignment, the truth is that those detection programs will always be one step behind the advancements of the technology. There just simply isn't a way for us to accurately judge this anymore, and false positives can have a devastating effect on students. It will become increasingly difficult for professors to assign take-home essays to determine whether students understand the material in a course. The way your future employers will want you to use AI may very well be described as an academic integrity violation while you are here in school. And we are going to have conversations to reconcile that issue. Most experts believe that AI will automate many routine tasks for instructors, leaving them more time to work with you one-on-one. My personal education nightmare with AI involves an overworked student using AI to create and fill in an assignment, and an overworked faculty member using AI to judge the assignment that AI created. This would undermine the social compact that really kind of brings us together in education, and we can't let that happen. It would make what we do here irrelevant. So this new reality means that your instructors are going to have to get creative. They may flip the classroom. Some of them are already doing this. They may flip the classroom, having you watch lectures at home and use the class time as a lab for interactive work or one-on-ones with them. There may be more projects or presentations assigned for you to demonstrate your mastery of a concept and then having you answer questions about that right there in the project. You may be asked to create a product with AI and then analyze that product for weaknesses, much as you would in a job that you're going to have in the future. Some faculty are already using AI as a personal tutor, as a partner for students in feedback or case study investigation, or as a debate partner in investigating multiple sides of an issue. One author I read this summer described AI as a great equalizer between individuals of differing abilities. However, some feel that because of AI assistance, we may now need to raise the bar of what constitutes acceptable work. One author suggested that we consider a passing grade be based on submitting work that is better than what the AI could do. For students, for you, AI may redefine faculty's expectations of you, much as your future employers are already redefining those expectations. So what does this mean for all of us? The vision statement at the University of Jamestown states that we seek to be the best career-oriented liberal arts university in the Midwest, with a presence that extends into other strategically chosen regions across the US. But what good is a liberal arts education if AI can give us all the answers? If that's all that matters, is getting the right answers? Well, I asked ChatGPT this very question, and this is what it said. A liberal arts education fosters essential traits that AI cannot replicate, making it crucial for holistic development. It emphasizes critical thinking and analytical reasoning, encouraging students to question assumptions and engage in deep, nuanced analysis. Creative problem solving is nurtured through exploring innovative solutions to abstract problems. Emotional intelligence and empathy are developed through diverse interactions, essential for building meaningful connections. Ethical judgment is honed via coursework in ethics and social sciences, preparing students for responsible decision-making. Interpersonal skills are enhanced through collaborative projects and discussions, while adaptability and resilience are cultivated by engaging with a broad range of subjects. Additionally, liberal arts education promotes cultural awareness and societal insight, helping students appreciate diversity and understand the global impact of their actions. These qualities collectively prepare individuals to navigate complex challenges with insight, empathy, and creativity. Not bad, right? It took some back and forth with the AI for me to get to the final product, with me refining my prompt until I got it just right. I find it fascinating that this answer reinforces what has been important about liberal arts education, and that it remains important, and moving forward is arguably more important now than it ever has been. In fact, if you look at our new general education outcomes, they align pretty well with what ChatGPT told me. Our goal is to help you to be better thinkers, communicators, and citizens, prepared to take your place in the world and make it better because of your efforts. If you find yourself in the future, this semester and future semesters, asking yourself, why do I have to take these classes outside of my major? Just keep the following in mind. The U.S. Department of Labor reports that the average American will hold 12 different jobs in their lifetime. Some pundits suggest that the average number of careers will be anywhere from 3 to 7, not different jobs, different careers. Let that sink in for a minute. While your major will prepare you for your first job in your first career, you will likely only hold that job between 3 and 5 years. You may only work in a job related to your major for a third of your working life. It is the broad range of skills, knowledge, and curiosity that you develop in your time here at UJ that will position you for success across your jobs and your careers. I began my remarks today about the ramifications of AI. One of the books I read this summer was titled Co-Intelligence by Dr. Ethan Mollick. He's associate professor of management at the Wharton School and a co-director of their generative AI lab. One of the foundational principles he describes in his book is to, quote, be the human in the loop. He warns that as AI improves, we will be tempted to delegate everything we can to the AI. AI is trained to respond in a way that will make us happy. While AI responses and products can appear to be created by a human, they are not. As technology progresses, it will be more imperative for us to provide, as Dr. Mollick suggests, to provide crucial oversight, your own unique perspective, critical thinking skills, and ethical considerations to the use of AI. He also recommends that being the human in the loop requires us to maintain responsibility and accountability in how the technology is used, because the AI will work according to how it's designed and what information we feed into it. We have already seen how it can be used for purposes that are contrary to our values. We've endured a lot of disruption in the last few years, and these technological advances will probably continue that trend. Some of these changes are happening so fast that it can be difficult to keep up. The University of Jamestown itself is a different institution now than the place that many of our alumni and our longtime faculty remember, and that transformation will continue in the years to come. Managing that change can be fatiguing, but I invite you to be open to the possibilities and opportunities that come with that change. It's an exciting time to be alive and an exciting time to be a Jimmy. Best of luck to all of you in this new school year. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Greg Euland, Vice President of Enrollment Management and Retention for the matriculation of our new students.
Matriculation is the act of enrolling in college, of joining a community of scholars and learners. There are privileges and responsibilities which accompany matriculation. At the University of Jamestown, we believe it is a significant step in a student life journey. Therefore, it is fitting to recognize this important step at the opening convocation. Will the entering students please rise? President Peterson, Dr. Redfern, faculty, staff, and continuing students, I am honored to present the entering class for the 2024-25 academic year. We are very proud of this group of students. This group includes students who have demonstrated excellence not only in academics, but also in leadership, in the community service, in the arts, and in athletics. They manifest a dedication to pursue advanced learning. They have selected the University of Jamestown to enable them to fulfill their dreams. Now, Dr. Redfern, it is my pleasure to formally present to you, President Peterson, and to the faculty of the University of Jamestown, the entering class of 2024-25. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Euland. On behalf of the president, trustees, faculty, staff, and continuing students, I am pleased to receive the entering class of 2024. Welcome to the community of scholars that is the University of Jamestown. Please be seated. When Presbyterian settlers opened this college in 1883, they envisioned an institution where young people from the plains of the Midwest would grow to become the next generation of leaders and visionaries. Our primary purpose at the University of Jamestown has not changed. It continues to be to prepare you both for future study and for the leadership roles that you will have in your communities after your graduation. Consistent with the vision of those who founded this college, it is our belief that through your experiences at the University of Jamestown, you will be better prepared to work for a more peaceful, loving, learned, and prosperous world for yourself and future generations. We look forward to seeing your accomplishments in the years to come. It is now my privilege to welcome freshman student representative Hallie Savala to the podium.
Hi, everyone. President Peterson, Vice President Redfern, faculty, staff, returning and continuing students. My fellow classmates and I come to you from a variety of backgrounds and locations. Coming to UJ from all areas of the world, whether that is as close as our new hometown or as far away as Australia, we come to you ready to connect with new people, learn new material, and take in new experiences all throughout our time here. As we embark on this new chapter of our lives, we extend a heartfelt thanks to the alumni whose dedication and achievements have set a standard of excellence for us to live up to. Higher education is a journey filled with triumphs and challenges. We commit ourselves to embracing the obstacles as opportunities for growth. As students, we will be grounded in academic integrity and honesty. We dedicate ourselves to making the UJ campus and Jamestown community a better place by enriching the lives of others. We are excited and proud to be considered a part of this family. Go Jimmies. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome President Peterson.
As you have now heard, the University of Jamestown is committed to graduating students who are holistically prepared for the global society in which you will serve. This commitment is fulfilled through an experience that blends the liberal arts with professional programs in an environment where students and faculty are committed to both curricular and co-curricular engagement while honoring the Christian tradition upon which this university was founded. As new students, you have chosen the University of Jamestown as the place to begin your lifelong journey to success. And I am confident in sharing that for 140 plus years, your success has been our tradition. And as is tradition at UJ, we celebrate the successes, accomplishments, and achievements of our alumni through the prestigious Alumni Hall of Fame and the Young Alumni Medallion Circle, 2 new members of whom will be inducted shortly. In 2018, at my inauguration, we established the Knight Award to recognize the achievements of an esteemed student who embodies the mission and values of UJ and deserves to be honored and recognized for their early achievements, aspirations, their perseverance, and success. Today, I am so proud to share with you that the 2024 Knight Award honoree and the newest member of the Knight Circle is a member of the class of 2025. This student, who sat next to where you are 4 years ago, selflessly pours hours of their free time and talent into enhancing the University of Jamestown community through both curricular and co-curricular activities. Her involvement includes leadership with the student engagement team, welcome weekend, Student Senate, and Drama Club. In all of these roles, this student maintains an attitude of collaboration and professionalism. Despite her expansive list of co-curricular activities, this student is able to prioritize her academic progress, learning, and involvement. As a double major in English education and theater, she highly values her participation in theater, having acted in 8 shows, directing 3. As an English education major, she has dedicated time to participating in the Minnewacan Mentorship Program and aims to help Native American high school students transition from high school to college, and potentially encourages them to consider education as a career choice. Now, please join me in congratulating Gabi Oberg as the 2024-25 Knight Award inductee. Gabi, please come to the stage to receive your award. At this time, we will welcome Chris Redfern back to the stage to begin the medallion presentation.
We now turn to look to the future as we present our Young Alumni Medallion recipients. Brett Mosier, Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations, will present these distinguished awards on behalf of the University of Jamestown. Mr. Mosier.
Thank you, Dr. Redfern, and good morning to you. The Young Medallion Alumni Award is presented each year to young alumni of the University of Jamestown who exemplify the characteristics of a University of Jamestown liberal arts education while demonstrating lifelong learning, community service, and character. Today, we honor 2 for their early successes. These graduates have not only succeeded professionally, but have shown character and success in their personal life through scholarship, volunteer work, and community involvement. In turn, they have selected a faculty member, someone who not only helped them succeed academically here at UJ, but influenced them on a personal level, challenging them to become the person that they are today. This year's recipients are twin brothers, Dr. Ryan Nygard and Dr. Nathan Nygard. Dr. Nathan Nygard is a dentist and practice owner of Crossroads Dental in West Fargo, North Dakota. He graduated from Jamestown College in 2011, magna cum laude, with a degree in biology and minors in chemistry and leadership. While at Jamestown, he was the kicker for our football team. He was named to multiple all-conference teams. He continued his education at Creighton University School of Dentistry in Omaha, Nebraska, graduating 8th in his class in 2015 with academic honors. Dr. Nygard credits the faculty in the biology and chemistry departments at Jamestown for helping him build a love for learning. Dr. Nygard has continued his desire to learn through membership in several study clubs and is a faculty member of SPEAR Education, which is a continuing education program dedicated to training dentists to treat complex cases. Dr. Nygard is married to his wife, Sarah, and they are blessed with 3 beautiful girls, twins, Ruthie and Harriet, and Violet. He enjoys waterfowl hunting, going to the lake, and beating his twin brother in the game of golf. Dr. Ryan Nygard is a dentist and practice owner of Smile Care in Fargo, North Dakota. He attended Jamestown College and graduated summa cum laude in 2011 with a degree in biology and minors in chemistry and character and leadership, and was awarded the Jerry Knoblick Organic Chemistry Award. He continued his education at Creighton University School of Dentistry in Omaha, Nebraska, where he graduated in 2015 with high honors and rank. And you're kind of thinking, are these 2 the same person? They are not identical, as you can see on the stage, but there's a lot of similarities here. With a passion for learning and a competitive spirit alongside his twin brother, Dr. Nate Nygard, Dr. Nygard continued his education through multiple study clubs and memberships. advanced training at Spear Education, and progressive learning in the world of digital dentistry through CEREC Doctors. Dr. Nygard is married to his wife Shelby. They have 2 young sons, Landon and Augie, and another one on the way. Outside of work, he enjoys water sports, losing to his twin brother in golf, and waterfowl hunting. We're going to hear from both Nygards today, but would you welcome back first Dr. Ryan Nygard.
Brett and the University of Jamestown, thank you for this award and the opportunity to speak to the freshman class here. I'm very grateful to the University of Jamestown and all the opportunities that it has provided me over the years. And I really consider this place, my family, and my faith to be a foundation block in my life and something that has blessed me tremendously. I was able to call this place home from 2007 to 2011. I came here with my twin brother. We joined my older brother, Matt, who is already a junior here. And so just being able to have this award really is an honor and just a privilege to be able to share it with my twin brother. Today, I want to take a little time just to encourage the freshman class as you guys are all getting ready to go from here, wherever your degrees take you. And I want to talk briefly about 2 things, self-discipline and self-reflection. Firstly, regarding self-discipline. You know, I was fortunate that from about the 6th grade, I knew I wanted to be a dentist. And when I came to Jamestown, I quickly realized that the freshman class, it's a melting pot of kids. You know, you got kids coming from small towns, big towns, just different work ethics, different character. And so I remember sitting down in the chemistry class freshman year with the 90 or 100 kids. And if you're competitive like me, you're kind of sitting there kind of sizing up classmates, because if you're trying to get in a professional school, you got to be top in your class. And so I remember you'd hear kids say, oh, I took AP this, or I took AP that, and I got this grade in this class, so this chemistry, this will be no problem. All the while, Dr. Stefan was kind of sitting up front like, challenge accepted. So reality discipline came really quick after that first class, or after that first test. I remember we were all sitting there like, what in the world just happened? And it's almost like we were standing before our maker that day, but really it was just Dr. Stefan with his Christ-like beard. And so quickly that class shrunk down to about 60 or 70 kids. And so this is where self-discipline really came to the forefront in my life. To do well here, you're going to have to schedule your priorities, and you're going to have to keep those priorities. You're all going to have to ask, why are you here? You know, and there's a lot of good social reasons to come into college, and it's a blast with good friend groups. But the reality is, you know, meaningful answers would be to get a meaningful education, one that spurs self-growth, find a career that serves others, and ultimately find one that's going to be able to provide for your families. And the other reality is that not everyone is going to take this place seriously. You know, my dad always told me before I went to college, he goes, Ryan, there's always going to be someone there that's not willing to study. And he told me that as an encouragement to keep my eye on the goal that I had set back when I was in 6th grade. And so this place, whether you realize it yet or you will later, that this is a very unique place with the faculty here. These professors are here for what seems like 24/7. You know, they're here on the weekends, they're here after hours, they're here early. And they've made a commitment to you guys as the students, and it's your responsibility now to reciprocate that commitment to the classes that you're in so that you guys can get the best out of those courses. And so the second thing I want to talk to you about is a little bit about self-reflection. You know, I look back at my time 13 years ago and how quickly it went. And I look back at Jamestown, my time at Creighton, and even in my work life. I want to make a comment about something that I wish I would have learned better, and that was overcoming fear of failure. You guys are all going to be presented with multiple opportunities here that are going to stretch you or put you out of your comfort zone. And you're going to have to learn to say yes to those if it means growing you personally or spiritually. I think of the examples when I came here. You know, if you're not super social, join a club or join the campus ministries, or become a Jimmy ambassador and force yourself to be an advocate for the school, giving tours and things like that. If you're not comfortable in social settings, you know, take a speech class or a dance class, or if you're like me, you get honored with this award and then Brett tells you got to speak to 350 kids. That'll stretch you for sure. So another thing that's more recent or tangible was just in dental school. And a really good learning example for me was the first tooth that I had to take out in the oral surgery clinic. You know, I remember it was an upper left molar on a big burly guy, and I spent an hour and a half trying to get that tooth out. It was like pulling concrete. And then finally, after an hour and a half, I called in the big dog, and the oral surgeon showed up, and he spent another hour taking that thing out. It's like 2.5 hours for one tooth, and that was a real pride buster for me, where I was like, man, this is way tougher than I thought. And I look back at that, and it's like, man, after that I was pretty gun shy, and I did not take advantage of the oral surgery clinic like I should have. And so when I look back in my private life here with my private practice, it's like, what do you think is the most missed opportunity as a dentist right now for me? It's the oral surgery thing. So you guys in these academic settings, you guys are gonna have challenges, and you have to be able to overcome those fears and the fear of failure. And I know this is counterintuitive in an academic setting, whether it's here or if you guys go beyond. This is the safest spot to fail. You know, you have faculty that are willing to get behind you. You can always take the class over. You can reload and try again. And so that's what the faculty are here for, to really allow you so that when you do face those challenges, when the next one comes that's even bigger, you know how to overcome it. And then when that next one comes, you're ready for that. So I want to finish with a big thank you to the University of Jamestown, and just the academic culture here, and all the faculty that I had, and some familiar faces are still here. A challenge to the university is to keep the education the priority and keep the standards high. And don't conform to what others do. Hold the bar high, and I really believe that this place is going to continue to produce quality students that are ready for the next step. If you lower the bar, I feel like this place will become just like another university. This place is very special, and it goes very fast. Today, I want to just thank a professor that was very influential in my life. He spent countless hours with Nate and I before and after class, talking news, talking life, talking about our faith in Jesus Christ, and along the way, he even sprinkled some organic chemistry wisdom to me whenever I had questions. Dr. Amaro, you took an abstract class of organic chemistry and biochem, and you brought it to life for me. And I really thank you for your mentorship and your commitment to me as a student, and just the friendship over the years. Thanks for all you do and your commitment to the upcoming class of 2028. Thank you.
All right, so I was just going to read the same speech that he did, since we pretty much have identical lives. No, but seriously, thank you, Brett, for the introduction, and I too am very humbled to be here and honored to receive this award, and just very thankful for the opportunities that have been afforded to me as a result of my time here at Jamestown. So I'm sure many of you know out here kind of why, or you think you know why you chose Jamestown. A lot of you have the benefit of pursuing kind of an athletic opportunity. Some of you have an academic scholarship. Others have the fine arts, theater, or an opportunity in that field. But no matter the reason, what you may not realize is that by attending college here and graduating can provide you lifelong opportunities in your career. Or it can lead to just some regret and wishing you would have done things differently with your time here. What you spend and commit your time to while attending here will directly impact the rest of your career and personal life. Now, my first exposure to Jamestown was through my grandparents, Porter and Harriet Eddy, who actually graduated in 1953 from Jamestown College, but more recently my older brother Matt, who graduated in 2010. For decades, Jamestown has been providing quality education to its students, and I think it's in large part due to the smaller class sizes, but more importantly, faculty and staff that deeply care for their students. What stood out to me when I came on a campus tour was Ryan and I met with the biology department on our campus tour, and they asked what we wanted to pursue. We told them we wanted to become dentists, and without any hesitation and with a lot of confidence, they basically said, if you put in the work, we will teach you what you need to know, and you will stand out amongst the applicants of the other professional schools, and you will get in. So to hear this confidence as 18-year-olds with a dream ahead of us that we didn't know how to chase, it was very impactful and is ultimately why we chose Jamestown. Now, some of you were 4.0 high school students. Some of you may not have done well. Others just kind of lack the confidence or don't think you can do well. You also all come from very different backgrounds and upbringings. But what I'm here to tell you is that no matter what has happened before today, you are all here now with a clean slate and have an opportunity to reset. You each have a chance to become who and what you want to be, and your next 4 years here can drastically change the trajectory of not only your life, but your families. And the faculty here is very committed to seeing you succeed, but the catch is you've got to put in the work. Now, I spent most of my time in Orlady with the biology and chemistry professors, but I can very vividly remember them being available to students almost any weeknight and on any weekend to answer any question you may have, whether it was big or small, they were there for you. And I know the other departments have the same commitment to the students as well. But just think of that. What other universities have faculty that care enough about your dreams that they'll shut down their personal life or hobbies to come in and answer your questions? It truly is a valuable asset that Jamestown has. Now, the key to the success here is you. You guys have world-class facilities, you have the teachers committed to the students, and you have small class sizes. The only reason to not succeed is because of the decisions that you guys decide to make with your time here, like sleeping in, skipping class, or just not being prepared or caring at all. You guys need to be very proactive with your time here and need to focus on creating your opportunities, and you can't let the opportunities or think that they will just come to you. A perfect example of this was, again, my freshman year in general chemistry. We had roughly 100 students that first day of class, most of whom had some sort of professional school in mind, whether that was medicine, dental, or vet. After the first exam, we had roughly 50 or so kids, and by the year end, we had 30. So in 1 year, 75% of the kids that had some sort of professional school in mind had already quit and given up on their dreams. You're going to get knocked down, but the faculty here is committed to getting you back up and helping you achieve what your goals are. You just need to decide what your response is going to be when you get knocked down. You can't focus on the problems or blame other things or people for your poor performances. That will just result in more problems. Instead, you've got to focus on creating the opportunities for yourself by studying and doing well. Now, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I got knocked down before I even came to college. I got a 14 on the reading portion of my ACT, which is pretty bad. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten a 13 if I just circled C and not even tried. So, again, thanks Jamestown for accepting me. But I also failed a chemistry midterm my freshman year. Now, I could have let these situations derail me and kind of destroyed my confidence, but I decided to buckle down and ended up scoring in the 98th percentile on my dental admissions test and getting a good grade in chemistry. So I guess the lesson, even if you don't know how to read and you're here, Jamestown will teach you how to read. But in all seriousness, this is the place to fall down because you have a tremendous support system from the coaches to faculty and staff that will help you succeed. As I mentioned again before, one of the other benefits is just the smaller class size. It gives you a chance to get to know your faculty and fellow students better. They not only want you to do well academically and achieve your career goals, but they care about who you are outside of an academic setting. There's a respect and a genuine caring attitude that the staff has for their students here. Even now, Ryan and I come back to campus often as we have family in the area, and we make it a point to stop by Our Lady Hall. And we usually visit with the professors that we had, most of whom are still here today. A friendship was developed with them, and they get a sense of joy and accomplishment seeing their alumni come back because it's a direct reflection of the quality of their teaching skills when they hear about the successes that the alumni have. You also don't know the connections or people you will meet with your time here. To this day, I meet new patients almost monthly that come from various parts of North Dakota, and I can almost always connect that patient with somebody that I met during my time here at Jamestown. And I also see many Jamestown alumni as patients. And even crazier than that, 9 years after graduating from here, I met my now wife, who I found out as we were dating, her grandparents were the Our Ladies, who Our Lady Hall is named after. So take the time to meet as many students and people as you can and develop the relationships that you can, because they can last a lifetime. And as I mentioned again, one of the advantages I took advantage of at Jamestown was just to continue my athletic career. For me, the extra time and energy devoted to the practices, morning runs, going to games and whatnot, forced me to make a schedule and stick to it. It taught me time management skills that are lifelong. Fast forward to now, I may not have class or practice to get to, but I have a busy practice that I run from 7 to 5 and come home and have a wife and 3 kids to spend time with, along with other work obligations. But I've learned how to manage all of these, and I credit my time at Jamestown for helping develop this skill. So as I close, I'll leave you with this. Sometimes you don't know or understand the value of the moment that you guys are in. Your moments in time here at Jamestown over the next 4 years are invaluable. So do not squander your opportunity or your time here. If you choose to focus and put the effort in, it will reap many benefits for you and help create opportunities for your future and your family's future. And with that being said, the faculty I would like to thank and honor for having a big influence in my life is Dr. Carl Steffen. I'll never forget the first day of class. I'm pretty sure your introduction speech included something like, everybody look at the person on your right, now look at the person on your left. None of you will be here if you don't study. So on a serious note, you helped instill a work ethic and do not quit attitude. You taught me that if I get knocked down, I need to get back up and try again and work harder. You not only challenged my academic thought, but also challenged my convictions in what personal faith and morals that I hold dear, and helped me reinforce these. And for that, I'm eternally grateful and appreciative for your influence in my life, but also my time here at Jamestown.
Ryan and Nathan, I commend you for your success at this time in your life and send best wishes for continued success in your years ahead. Dr. Anthony Amaro and Dr. Carl Steffen, I commend you on receiving this very special honor today from former students. You are a true example of superior guidance and education of the whole person. And now, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Richard Wallentine, who will teach us to sing the Alma Mater.
The air is hot, the time is late. It's a perfect time for singing, right? So we're just going to briefly learn the Alma Mater. It won't take long. So, your best singing posture, please, which is feet on the floor, sitting up straight in your chairs, please. Thank you. I'm going to sing a phrase of the Alma Mater. It's printed in your programs. And then you're going to sing it back to me. Then we will all sing it together. One personal pet peeve. Look at the lyrics. Over hills, plains, and ocean. One ocean, not many oceans. Okay, so listen to the first phrase. Over hills and plains and ocean to thy crimson citadel. Sing that with me, please. Over hills and plains and ocean to thy crimson citadel. Now listen. Words of cheer and pride are winging from the hearts that wish thee well. Gets a little bit high, but you can do it. Words of cheer and pride are winging from the hearts that wish thee well. Listen. Alma Mater, bounteous Mother, now to thee our voices raise. Sing this with me. Alma Mater, bounteous Mother, now to thee our voices raise. Now, the very last line, we will take a pause when we get to the word glory. We'll hold re for just a second before we go on. This is Psalms of honor, power, and glory, grateful love and eager praise. Sing that with me. Psalms of honor, power, and glory, grateful love and eager praise. Excellent. Will you all rise and join me in the singing of just the first verse of our alma mater? Over hills and plains and ocean to thy crimson citadel, words of cheer and pride are winging from the hearts that wish thee well. Alma Mater, bounteous Mother, now to thee our voices raise. Psalms of honor, power, and glory, grateful love and eager praise. Let's see ChatGPT do that. You sound excellent. Thank you all very much. Will you please remain standing for the benediction?
Bow your heads with me, please. Good and gracious God, we thank you for this gathering and for this time of unity. We thank you for the relationships and friendships that are being built here. We are grateful for the members of our UJ family, whom you have positioned perfectly to work together for our successes. Father, we ask that you fan into flames the gifts given to each of us, reveal your truth, and help us develop into all you created us to be. In your holy name, amen.